friends. How's it going today? I am so excited to hang out with you. Now, if you've ever felt like you're being held back from your dreams because of a very real and very common fear of others judging you, this is the episode for you. Today, we're going to talk about how to not care so much about what others think about you and your dreams. And we're going to start with why fear of judgment from others is such a common thing that holds us back from really going for our dreams. And then we'll talk through what you can do to move past it. And finally, we'll chat about the idea growing rapidly in popularity right now to deal specifically with this hurdle in the way of our dreams, which is the let them theory. And before we dig in, for my new friends here, hi, I'm Julie Bethany, and I create content to empower you to live your best, most authentic life as the truest you version of who you are. And I give you the tools and resources to do that here. And I should say, if we're not official friends yet, I love to keep hanging out with you, and we can do that if you subscribe to the show here and or come hang out with me where I'm most active, which is on the gram at Julie Bethany, where I share daily empowerment for you in even more bite-sized bits. Okay, let's talk why fear of judgment from others is so common when we start thinking about pursuing our dreams. And when we start thinking about this, we often start shrinking our goals because of it, thinking and shrinking. And we don't want that. I want you to feel like you can be all you're meant to be and like you don't have to tone yourself down so you're more palatable to others. So, interestingly enough, fear of judgment actually comes from a very primal survival instinct in human beings, of which I am one, and you likely are too, unless robots have made it this far already, and if so, SOS. The Tesla factory is really close to here. But back in the day, when we had to rely on sticking together as early humans existing on this planet in a tribe or equivalent, and it literally meant life or death to be disowned by your fellow humans because you needed them to survive. This is where that instinct and desire to fit in with the crowd comes from. On a super basic level, it's a built-in survival need that we have. But today, yes, we do need other good people in our lives to live the most enriched life possible, but we won't necessarily die if we're disowned from our friends, for example. But we still don't like people not liking us, right? So this fear of others not approving of us back in the day kept us alive, and today that instinct still exists inside of us. But today it's more for emotional security and health, which is also important, but our bodies still react naturally to disapprovals from others like it means death. So we've got to recognize that others' approval is a nice to have, but not a need to have to survive today. So what can you do to move past it? After you realize this isn't a life or death situation and your body just happens to be naturally inclined to dread judgment from others, you can take some of the pressure off of yourself to conform to the mold others want you to be in. And there's something interesting about the molds that people want you to fit into. It can be, but isn't necessarily about controlling you, but it is often about the fact that they feel uncomfortable with the idea of breaking out of the mold themselves. And when someone judges you for what you're doing because it's different, or you're following your passions, or you're pursuing what you want in life, or you're leaving behind things that don't make sense for you anymore, even if that decision doesn't make sense to other people, we have to realize that their judgment is not actually about you. It's about them and their limitations and their discomfort with the thought of pursuing their own dreams and breaking out of a mold that they don't want to be in either. We may have talked about this before, but crabs in a boiling pot of water will not try and help each other out of the pot. If one is trying to escape instead of helping it, the other crabs will literally pull the one trying to get out of the bad situation back down into the pot with them. So they all meet an untimely end for them, but maybe a very timely, delicious meal for us. This phenomenon also actually has a name, and it's called crab mentality. So let's not think with a crab mentality. When we follow our dreams, even if it's in a small way, we hold up a mirror to others. And what that means is we show them what they're not doing themselves when we show them we're going to try ourselves. They're actually watching us, wishing that they could be pursuing their dreams, and even if subconsciously, that sets off the same type of alarm bells in their brains that it does in ours when we're actually doing new things and making new progress, because they're also naturally programmed to survive by fitting in with the crowd. Who would have thunk? And I don't know if you've noticed, but you'll never be judged by someone doing more than you or someone who's farther along than you. They know what it takes if they're already ahead of you and will commend you for trying because they know how hard it can be, especially because others don't see your vision and will try to deter you from it out of their own insecurities. So the people making fun of you for trying are the ones who aren't trying themselves to build the life they want. And that can make them feel pretty crappy. And as we know, hurt people hurt people. But I also like to say that healed people heal people too. So be a healed people and encourage people to go for it, even if their dreams are unconventional or unique. They're supposed to be unique because we all are, and we shouldn't be producing the same things out of the same mold because we don't all fit that same mold ourselves. My dad loves to say, you're a unique individual, just like every single other human being on this planet. Then there's also the phrase, I don't take advice from people whose lives I wouldn't want to live, or I don't take advice from people who haven't done what I want to do. People will be the crabs in the pot and try and pull you back down to where they're comfortable with you being, which is doing nothing to improve your life alongside them, because they don't want the very alarming reminder that they're doing nothing. So don't let the crabs with crab mentality have a say in your life. We want to live happy, not crabby lives. And people might also fear that the person they love, aka you, will change. But the truth is we're all changing all the time as we live life and hopefully learn and grow. And it's good to change if it's to become more of who you are and who you're meant to be. So in those moments of judgment, they're letting in fear of the unknown guide them. But let what you know to be true about who you are and the life you want to pursue guide you. And finally, we've saved the best for last. Let's talk the let them theory. I'm a bookworm. If you can't tell, this is only a part of my books in this apartment, but Mel Robbins just wrote a whole fantastic book on this theory called none other than the let them theory. And she's a gift for making self-improvement super digestible and doable. And the let them theory is that when someone else does something you can't control, which is everything anyone else does, by the way, you should just let them in order to live as peacefully as possible yourself. And obviously, if someone is harming themselves, this is not what we're talking about necessarily. But when you realize you truly can only control yourself and your own actions and reactions, you learn that other people are going to do as they're going to do, as wild as they are. And since we have no control over their actions, we can just let them. Let them judge us based on their own insecurities as we build our futures out of our confidence in our own vision. Let them leave your life if they're not going to be a good friend to you when you need supportive people surrounding you as you build the foundation that will support your dream life. Let them pursue their own dreams, even if they seem wild too. We can only control ourselves and our own actions and reactions. So if your great aunt twice removed Bertha doesn't like that you're going to quit your job to pursue building a business, let them not like it and do it anyway. And it doesn't actually have anything to do with you. It's about Bertha's own insecurities in this case. I don't know why I chose that name, and I'm very sorry if your name's really Bertha. I'm not speaking about you. But let them judge, let them leave, let them do what they're going to do, and let yourself pursue your dreams anyway. Okay, that's all, folks. I feel like Bugs Bunny. That's a repressed memory for sure. I do hope this was helpful, and if there's something great you personally got from this book, The Let Them Theory, because you're a bookworm like me, that you'd like to share with others, feel free to add it in the comments here because I could talk forever about it, but we only have so much time in each episode for you to listen to me blab before you're over it. Anyway, if you like this episode, will you do me a favor and give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, rate it or subscribe, because I would love to keep hanging out with you on here or on Instagram at Julie Bethany. And hey, if you're feeling stuck right now and want someone, aka me, to guide you through the exact simple steps of getting unstuck and getting moving on your goal right now to feel happier, I have a free mini course you can watch now and a full-length one if you really love it. And you can find that at juliebethany.com/courses or in the show notes here, and I'll put a clip in after Kippen makes her episodely appearance too. I hope you go today and start to live the life of your dreams as the best, most authentic, truest to you version of yourself that you can be. Because when you do that, you show others it's possible for them too. Let them and let yourself. Bye. Can't wait to see you next time. I just chased her around my entire apartment and she's feeling really grumpy. Hi, baby girl. Say hi. She's not having it today. See her tail twitching? I'm sorry, Kippen. You're going to get some treats. Okay, bye everyone. I interrupt myself for this very important announcement. You're so welcome. I am beyond excited to share with you that I have a free mini course you can take right now, but also maybe wait until after you finish this episode, but to each their own, I'm not going to stop you from doing you. But the course is about helping you get unstuck and re-inspired if you feel like you're in a place like a lot of us do often, honestly, where you just don't know what you want next for your life, or if you do, how to get it. The mini course includes 10 quick minutes of me sharing strategies to help you get unstuck and re-inspired, and comes with a complimentary one-page journal entry you can download for you to work through what you want for your life and how to create the momentum to get what you want next for yourself in the easiest and fastest way possible. And you'll take away actionable items you can apply right away. And as a bonus, after the initial course, if you're still left wanting more, I'll tell you about my full-length version of that course that will walk you through creating a goal and a plan to achieve it in order to get you closer to the life of your dreams you want to be living, and the exact steps to do that over the next 3 months. I will hold your lovely hands in mine and guide you toward figuring out what you want and then how to get it efficiently if you want to take it a step further. I shall run the marathon with you after the sprint so that in 3 months you will have achieved something you really want in your life. All good things take time, so for the sake of the best version of yourself and the life you could be living 3 months from now, which will fly by, you don't need to put off your dreams any longer. You deserve to live the life of your dreams as soon as possible, because why not? So let's start today. I'm ready. Are you? To check it out and get the free mini course so you can apply the tools to improve your life right away, and or to learn more about the full-length course about going from stuck to re-inspired and really crushing a massive goal in only 3 months' time with me, the links are included with this episode. I can't wait to see what you create for your life with it. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.